And we're live.
Yeah. What's good, people? It's your boy Icarus Gray.
And it's your homeboy Wordplay TJ.
And this is the No Rhyme or Reason podcast, where we talk about everything.
Everything for no reason at all. And we're live.
Yeah.
I needed that.
What's good, people? It's your boy Icarus Gray. I blanked.
And it's your homeboy Wordplay TJ.
And this is the No Rhyme or Reason podcast, where we talk about everything.
Everything in a very congested voice.
Man, I'm working on it.
We're both kind of stuffy right now.
Spring is here. Is it not
going to be
apparent?
annoying to listen to. The whole thing. Somebody's going to be on the other end like, just blow your nose. And I'm going to be I can't.
30 million times.
And then in the middle of the show, we're both going to be like dripping.
Man. I'm sorry for the intro of this.
Yeah, I was way too excited. We've been doing some restructuring over the week, so we'll thank you later on for listening.
I'm
but
focused, man.
We do want to thank you for being back. So that's super important.
Mm-hmm.
I got nothing else. Let's go into the first one.
Oh, I was just gonna say, when you hit that subscribe button and rate us on your podcasting apps, be sure to give us 5 stars, because if you give us 4, in the words of Bomani Jones, I consider you to be a hater.
Yeah. But I think they don't have anything to rate yet. They haven't had any excitement at the moment outside of our weird, awkward intro.
True that. Let's start a new segment, which is
Good luck with that, bruh.
That's the segment?
Well, it's not really a segment. I just needed Jay to talk to us.
Why is that?
But
why is that the intro to the segment? We need real intros.
We need real intros. But the real intro is what's new in hip hop. My DJ noises.
Yeah, you gotta have to work on that one.
Hippity hip hop.
That's closer. No.
No. Okay.
All right. So we're talking about music videos, how they're made, are they important? Maybe we should start off with, are they important to the world of hip hop? I think that's a good frame of reference.
Right.
What do you think?
I mean, I see that visuals do matter. I can see by the numbers that videos will get on YouTube. But like we said before, we know that some of that is orchestrated and paid in a certain way. So do they have the same luster or cosign effect that they used to have when we were younger?
Is that a question for me?
Yes.
No. That's the short answer, because there are fewer memorable music videos than what I remember.
I felt that way too. And I thought I was weird. I thought I was just older, because I'm like, okay, maybe because I'm not watching as many music videos as I used to, that I'm missing something.
You are old, though.
True that.
So,
but
I'm focused, man.
I feel you.
that was such a...
Yeah, you gotta get better at pressing buttons.
I hit it. You know what? I'm not even going to do it to myself. But because we're getting ready to shoot a video for one of my songs, and I think what I was trying to do was research, because I want the video to be a good video. I want the video to illustrate something. And I also realized what my intent is with the album in doing this with the video.
Hold that.
Oh, no, it's held. This ain't for y'all for right now. This was more of an aside. But
why did you maniacally laugh?
I have no idea. I'm evil.
It's an aside.
But the purpose of music videos just seems to be to do one and then maybe get YouTube traffic.
I think it's a marketing tool for most people, right? That's the primary purpose for it. And because it's being used as a tool, people aren't being as creative with music videos. They are taking the audience into consideration in the wrong way, right? It's sort of like I want to give them something interesting to look at, but they're not trying anything that's new or novel.
No, it's been really interesting to kind of look through videos and try and find even one that I want to be an archetype for my videos. And like the hard part is everything I look at, I'm like, like that's not really what I'm trying to do, or trying to look at it for the shot placement, to be able to explain to the director what I'm looking for, has been hard because how long are artists even thinking about these things? Like especially like the younger rappers, where majority of the time, a lot of them, the new thing is instead of quote unquote just being like in a trap house with your money, which they still do.
Let's just find a bodega on the corner and invite everybody.
No, is let's go to Miami, rent out this mansion, put suits on, and go extra, mob boss, kind of mafioso, like
We could do that.
level of drug dealing.
We could do that.
I mean, I guess
We don't have to go to Miami though.
no, we do not. Thank God. Because I am not young anymore. I've thought about like those places, like going, like Vegas and stuff. And I'm like, I hate that I'm past the age where that's like exciting. Because if I went to Vegas with you now, you and I would be going to Vegas to eat food.
No. Because that's expensive.
But that's all I would be going. Look, like, I mean, I'm not saying we would like, shut down the strip in terms of eating. Like, we got to go get lobster tails and steaks every night. But I'm there for the food. Like,
Word.
I'm not. What?
Okay.
But yeah, videos.
Tangent gray.
I love it.
Tangential gray.
Tangential. But what?
So some of the music videos that were important to me, right? Like as a kid, I remember fondly, like Big Pimpin' and the Missy Elliott with the spacesuits on.
Superfly?
Yeah, Superfly. And what else? BET Uncut. And
Yo, I was going to say, when you started with Big Pimpin', I was like, I feel a BET Uncut coming. Like, I'm surprised you didn't go, Big Pimpin', Nelly. Just say Nelly. Like, if you know, you know.
It's not just that.
Yo, but you know what? As you say that, the big pivotal videos that made me want to shoot videos or have a video shot of my music, I should say, because I don't want to shoot videos currently, was any Diddy video where at the end he put "to be continued."
That was every single video.
Yes. So
every video was to be continued.
And I was like, what's going to
when
happen
is it ever
next?
gonna continue though? In the remix?
One time.
Wasn't that who is that? The singing group? Who is those four guys?
B2K?
It's always four guys though. But the ones that were signed to Diddy.
Oh, 112.
Yes.
Yeah.
That one I thought had
I think they did.
After to be continued.
But the after to be continued was I Need a Girl Part 1 and I Need a Girl Part 2. I feel like that was a to be continued that he actually completed.
Did he even produce that?
That was for him.
Oh, yeah. I'm thinking of the other way around. I'm thinking that was Usher's
song.
song.
Because it was the first song. Because Usher was in the first song and then it was Genuine and Loon, I think, are part 2.
Yeah.
Shows how old we are. Good God. Mentioning Genuine and Loon on the podcast.
Loon. Who mentions Loon?
We are so old
In conversation.
that Loon is like out of jail. Like that's a time frame reference. But those videos had impact because it's not. But even in the impact of them isn't that they were necessarily good videos. It's just something about that to be continued made me hype because it felt like a series. Like there were going to be songs that were connected to me, at least.
Nah, nobody had budgets for that. Well, they had budgets. They just didn't. They moved on.
True. But, like, was that a good thing? Or just more of an effectual or an effective cost thing?
I think it's just a lazy story trope.
Okay. Do you, in your videos, like, which of your videos is the one that you're like, yeah, this was everything I wanted it to be? Because I don't a contender.
I don't have a video that I felt like was everything that I wanted it to be because the one that was everything I wanted it to be never came out.
Ow. Wait, TMC?
Yeah, too many changes. And it's not anybody's fault, right? Like, there's no blame, there's nothing like that. I think it just didn't come out, and so that's the way the world works.
That was that was fun though.
Yeah, that's my point. And it was fun from start to finish, and it was clean. There were no like.
Did we light a trash can?
Did we redo any shots? Did we redo any shots during that filming?
I
don't think we did.
No, we didn't have time to.
Yeah, that's right.
Because we went.
Because we literally had to shoot it within like 6 hours.
It was like, I don't even know how that's fun, but it was. We went literally from performing on stage to shooting a video like in a grungy garage. There were, there's a drummer.
It was a parking lot. Yeah, next to one of my old apartments.
Right. And so we're like, there's freestyle footage.
Yeah.
And there was all this fun. There's like this, we did the stereotypical, here's the OTMOG squad in the
squad photo.
The squad photo in the shot. And then we went from that to sleeping for like 2 to 3 or 4 hours. Because we did not sleep very long. Because then we got up, went to our second location. Oh, no, I forgot about the first parts of the shot. We shot before. Yeah, we were shooting all day. We shot before the show.
Yeah.
We shot after the show. And then shot 3 or 4 hours after that.
We took
Technically,
it
was almost a 24-hour shoot.
Yeah. We took a little nap.
It was really a 24-hour shoot. And then we, went to the office space and shot there. But it was like, yeah, I can see what you're saying about that one. But I thought my contender would be Someone Else's Dream because I thought that was, I still feel it's masterful.
I don't know about that. I'm not as proud of it as I would like to be. I think access to camera that I felt was viable was necessary. I think my idea behind the concept of it being a repetitive time lapse was on point, but the execution could have been better.
And then you do have a lot of interesting videos, though. That's why I'm like, I guess I'm kind of surprised. Because you do have, like, some really fun, like, in none of your videos do I feel like, he doesn't enjoy this.
I do have a trope of, like, duplicating myself in videos.
Yes.
And
that's what I was about to say.
And using both parts of my personality. Because we see that in... I can't remember one of them, but
I know what you're talking about because it was Nerdy TJ and Hard at Work TJ.
Yeah.
I just can't think of the name of the song.
I did it in Mumble Song,
Yes.
but I did it before as well, where like I came to the door as myself, and I had to like work on myself. But
So good.
Tangential Gray, we got to talk about how music videos are made.
Oh yeah. So yes. So let's get
Your
there.
question.
So in that I forgot my whole question. We started with that, but I got off into just the importance of what a video is. We agree that we both feel that it's kind of lost.
Yeah, we agree on that.
Okay. So excuse me, guys. It's spring.
Gross.
I was trying not to. Dang seagulls.
They're out there slapping each other up.
Bro.
They sound like Schoolboy Q.
Yo, I love shout out Schoolboy Q. But back to like the actual importance of making a video. So in the process of making all of these videos, how did you do it? Like,
That's a wide question.
well, just okay. So let's
As
pick,
wide as a Mack truck.
Let's see here. I know how you did Someone Else's Dream because I was a part of that. At least in idea creation at the time. But let's see.
Where do you start?
At the top, like that one specifically, because that required, I think, a bit more of like, yeah, you hopped on a plane and went somewhere.
I don't think that's a good example
No,
of how to make a video.
what's
No.
a good one?
I think that we should start with how do you even start making a video?
Well, whoa, look at you producing.
It's not an example because I didn't do anything. I just showed up.
Well, how did you?
I just paid somebody and showed up. I think beginning, you gotta start establishing your locations and your shots, right? What's the story that you want to tell? Write that story down, and then start scouting locations in order to tell that story. And then once you scout locations, then you can figure out how you're gonna dress in every location, and go from there. So it's a storyboard process, and you can storyboard in a bunch of different ways. I wouldn't do it the way that like super artsy creative houses do it, right? Where you like have all the squares and then you fill them in with that stuff. Like I would just make it on like a PowerPoint or something like that.
But there's another website where they have like the storyboarding kind of software, and it's really cool because I was looking at it and I was like, oh man, that would be fun, because the thing that I've told the director that's going to be doing our video is I want to, because unlike other rappers, or like the typical rapper, I'll say, because some rappers can, like I can act. It is a like I can do that I'm that kind of blurred. The theater blurred 100%. So like what I want specifically out of all these different things is they matter. Like I want to show kind of what matters. The intent is this, is important. But do artists really think about intent, or are they just thinking about well, that's kind of existential. Never mind. Get back to making. Like, I'm not sorry, y'all. Like, I
This
just
rabbit hole. It's like, where were we going with this?
The point I was going to end up going on, I was wondering if like rappers even care about the intention of a video versus, hey, this is the album. You give it to a director. The director, like you said, might be an artsy director who takes the storyboard and is like, let's do a Van Gogh shot or whatever. And I'm wondering, like, so we have a lot of visual albums that have come out in the past 10 years, really. Whether it's Beyonce doing the whole album. I think Day 26 did a video album. Weekend? Maybe?
I don't
know. Either way, it doesn't matter.
What are you saying?
But they've done these visual albums, but I'm also... Lemonade was also a visual album, I think.
Yeah.
But I'm just wondering, is that something that is good or not? I guess. Maybe.
No, if it's not well produced.
Good point.
It's terrible. It's a terrible idea. I think you gotta focus on the song first, right? Like, what is the song asking for? And then if you end up with videos that have a thread, then you can make a story like that. But they need to be able to have that thread and have a compelling story that fits narratively. Otherwise, you're not going to be in a good spot. But back to how to make videos. Like, after you spend some time storyboarding and figuring out where you want to shoot, you just go visit those locations and start establishing shots, right? Take the camera out and actually like take some pictures and maybe film some action shots and things of that nature. Like, I like this angle, I like this angle. There's a lot of prep work that goes into it.
There's so much hip hop in so many phrases. Because as soon as you're like, I like this, I was like, I like that, I like this, I like that.
Can you stop distracting me?
Okay,
Tangential gray.
This end up being the name of the episode. say it one more time.
We're already 20 minutes in.
Yeah. Go ahead.
So you go and you figure out what those shots are. You take the camera and then you go film your principal shooting, right? While you're there, you want to get some B-roll. Always get B-roll. Always get more B-roll than what you need. Always film more than what you need. One thing, one pet peeve that I have when working with Garrett is that he turns the camera off sometimes. And I was just like, and when I go to grab the footage and edit the footage, I'm like, why did we stop? Why did we stop? But I think that he's coming from a photographer's point of view.
Yeah.
And I'm coming from a filmmaker's point of view. And you always need more footage than what you think you do.
Yeah, which I've definitely learned.
So never stop shooting. Always have backup batteries. Always make sure your lighting's on point. You're going to have to bring lighting with you to light the shot, especially if it's outdoors. Those are super important, but you can plan all that when you go get your shots.
Okay. So basically, it's a kiss it method. I mean, you just keep it simple. Stupid. Kind of.
Yeah, but no, it's more of like a plan, and then go do.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
You sort of plan all the logistics first and then go shoot. Because if you don't, you end up having to reshoot stuff. And that's not good.
So, let's move on to our we husbands topic of the day.
That's what that is.
Yeah, it's really what it is. It's just husband things that we both do that we're like, is this bad? So
I think it's a male thing.
Yeah.
More than a husband thing.
Good point. So maybe we'll try and no, we won't make this a segment. But anyway, why do men minimize excitement?
Maybe we're not taught to feel.
To feel like on a general level?
Well, I mean, okay, so as men, right? You're taught to manage your feelings on a hyper level. And managing your feelings means when you're sad, you manage if you're crying. When you're excited, if you're too excited, people will be like, calm down. And if you're, the only feeling that men for the most part get to express is anger. You can do that because that's the manliest of expressions. And so when it comes to exciting news, exciting anything, we have a tendency to minimize those celebrations.
And specifically what we're talking about. So say we come home and we just got out of a really good meeting. We got some good news and we come home and we share that news. Now, how we're sharing the news is like this. So, I went to the business proposal and I think it was really good. And that's it. The response is, oh my God, that's so great.
Don't respond like that.
Sorry.
That's, you see?
But see,
that's
immediate.
Yeah. That's the thing. Get that stuff away from me.
Is it because, like, in my mind, do we mentally just go, well, she's got that covered. I can't meet you up there because then the excitement is going to be too much.
Well, I don't feel that.
Yeah.
I may feel a little of that, right? So, something may happen that I'm excited about, but I think that elation or joy is not where I'm at. I'm at, this was good.
Do you feel like you're tempering yourself?
No, I don't feel like that, but I think I have been trained to be just like, my response is, this is good.
Should you be more excited about it? Do you feel like, given what you're saying, so then should, like, so, the excitement level that I have over this Kirby game coming out is extreme. Like, but I love Kirby.
I don't know if it's extreme, because if it was extreme, there would be a lot of squealing going on. And I don't hear any squealing from you. You have?
I toned it down.
You've squealed?
I squealed during the trailer. There was a definite squeal when the trailer came out. And actually, there was a squeal when I played the demo. Not gonna front and or lie. There is a palpable squeal.
So, the way you gauge
I didn't
that
squeal that way with Legends Arceus though.
Is there a squeal? Is there not a squeal?
I be feeling so weird when I have my squeal because I'm just like, I like look around after I do it. Like did anybody
who heard me
see
squeal?
That? But it's weird because there are things that we get hype about. Like I think talking about Pokemon Legends Arceus over the past couple of weeks in terms of what it gave us was supremely exciting. But the fact that we have to tap into something so far away, like it's not like we're tapping into yesterday, or we're literally tapping into 1994 and what that made us feel, which is why this game was so moving in terms of excitement. My
version of a squeal is like, when Napoleon Dynamite says, yes, that's,
yeah.
Yes.
That's what I want. Gosh. I'm excited about Pokemon. Ooh.
Yeah, so that's where I am. That's my squeal.
So knowing that, should you have more?
That was a lot of strange.
Well, because I was like trying to figure out if you should if you should have more. You just did the yawn stretch. That is hilarious. Yeah. Every morning I wake up.
Pour myself a cup of that rich Folgers aroma.
You know what I was about to do? Like, all I could think about was Wayne Brady. Every morning I wake up.
My bad. Tangential TJ.
Yeah. You literally took me to Dave Chappelle and people's necks getting snapped by Wayne Brady.
Interesting.
Yeah.
What was your question? Did you forget?
I just did. Well, basically, it's just like, do you think that you should feel should you squeal about something? Like, do you think you've suppressed because that was what we were told to do?
I don't know. I think naturally a squeal will come out if it's gonna come out.
Do you think that?
Yeah.
Okay, give me the scenario, like the perfect storm to cause a TJ squeal.
There is none.
Exactly. That's what I mean.
Because it doesn't happen.
Like,
but if it did happen, it would be warranted.
Okay. I'm about to try and create the scenario. Not that you could actually squeal off of this, because it has to like happen. But I think you might squeal at a Grammy nod. Well, a Grammy win, not a nod. Well, actually, no.
I don't think so.
No. Platinum streams independent?
I don't know.
Like, I don't know, because we've done way too much research on the things that probably would have made you squeal. Pause. Sounds like I've been on my phone in incognito mode or something.
What? So,
because I know, like, I got a whole. I know that my first time going to Japan will make me squeal. I will continuously be squealing daily. Daily.
You know how hard that is to listen to that sentence?
That's the squeal, by the way. It's like
that's it.
It's like a Kevin Hart.
It's like you're trying to squeeze a poop out.
Like, man, that's what it is. I'm feeling like, because I be like trying to, like, I suppress it, because I'm pretty sure the squeal would probably be like, oh my god.
You stay deep down in their excitement.
That would make me squeal. I don't think. I mean, I probably just cry at birth of kids. I don't think I'm like squealing until like they're like, "Dad, I love your music." At like 2, like that.
Some thug tears.
Yeah, you might get it. No. I'm not a If I'm crying, I cry. Like, I ain't never been a. The thug passion only happens like if somebody else is like really. Yeah. But that's what they train us to do, and I think it's an emotional balancing, which I don't think is necessary.
I think I'm like a sponge that is like already been wrung out. So when I get ready to cry, it's just like squeezing the last little bit of. It's been on the counter for like.
You're the Denzel Washington glory tear.
It's been like, it's been on the counter for like a few hours, and it's had some time to like kind of evaporate, and then you squeeze it, and then there's just like one solitary drop, and your hand hurts after you finish squeezing.
I just can't imagine you crying. I know that there are things that would make you cry, but I can't imagine you doing any of that.
As a kid, I was a crier.
Get out of here.
Huge crier.
No.
Big time crier. I was super sensitive.
Yeah, you need to tap back into
Still
that.
am sensitive.
Yeah, but you like are an iceberg sensitive. Like, nobody can see. Like, we can see the tip of the iceberg, which is, oh, he is pissed. But if you looked under the surface, we'd be like, oh, I need to leave. I need to get out of here.
He's going on a murder.
Not a murder spree, yo. Let's go into our next topic.
It's an ad break.
Yeah, tell them people about. Well, you know what? You've been doing it.
Oh gosh,
here we go. This episode is sponsored by DistroKid. If you're a musician who would love to distribute your music to Spotify, Apple Music, TikTok, and more, upload unlimited music for only $19.99 per year. If this is your first time using DistroKid, get 7% off your subscription. We use DistroKid to manage all of our artists and split payments between our collaborators. Click the link in the description to sign up today.
Hey. And we want to thank everybody for listening. Be sure to rate this podcast in your app or leave a comment if you happen to watch this online. Yeah.
Give me bro.
We have a sound effect.
I just like saying it. I didn't want to double up the thing, but I had to say it first.
Took my shine.
Oh, man. So
You know how long it took me to make that? Approximately 5 minutes.
I can't. So since we don't have like a big topic, what are you playing right now?
So I've been really aggravated because I spent an hour last night. And anybody that's played Pokemon Generation 2 will know this pain. So here's the scenario. I'm looking for the legendary dogs. I have Entei, easy catch. I have Suicune, easy catch. Looking for that Raikou, but I've already used my Master Ball.
Oh,
You see where I am?
Jesus.
So
In Gen 2?
I was playing as if I was, 11-year-old TJ. And because I was playing like I was 11-year-old TJ, I forgot that I needed to save that Master Ball for Raikou. I forgot Raikou was a pain in my arse. And because I forgot that, I am now chasing this thing around the map. Not really chasing, right? I'm just moving between two different routes till it shows up in my area.
Oh my God, I forgot about the... Oh.
And I have almost, because it keeps its health, it's at red health. I just need to put it to sleep.
Right.
Before it roars me away, and I have to spend another hour moving in between routes again.
Oh man!
To get to the same route that I'm on.
And this is before you could get Pokemon with like Intimidate or no escape, to where you can't be scared out of battles. Man, we used to really have to plan and be frustrated. Oh God, I can't I
spent like an hour last night moving in between routes. I finally switched to the route next to Mahogany Town where there's the cave or whatever. And I got it there. I synced it. I saved so I could have my save location. And I had my Zoop, my Golbat queued up because it's faster. And I was like, I'm going to use Mean Look. But at that moment, I forgot about Roar. So it couldn't escape, but it could definitely like scare me away. So I was like, son of a biscuit. I could have just thrown a quick ball and I would have had a better chance at catching it.
Quick balls did get introduced in Gen 2.
Exactly.
The best ball in the world.
Right, so I could have just thrown a quick ball, had a better percentage of catching it, or even an ultra ball at that moment, and I didn't. And so now, at some point today, I'm gonna have to spend another hour, like going back and forth between routes.
Catch that seagull.
I might teach my. I wonder if I can teach my Golbat hypnosis.
You should be able to. I thought they had it. I thought that's why you were using Golbat.
Well, I think it does. I just have to look at the TM list and see if that's possible. But
it is.
And then I have to find the TM.
Oh God!
Because I don't know if I used it or not. I don't think I have, but that's where I am, and I'm broke, by the way. So,
oh man.
I need to go to mom, get some money, get the TM, go back to an hour between routes. So that's my life right now.
Jeez, my life is mobile games currently. The Kirby isn't out yet, so it doesn't come out to the 25th, and I have to wait a little bit after release date before I can get it. So I've been like really into my mobile games. I would call it a bit of an addiction. Because my mobile games I'm on daily. And even though I have a system that I could carry with me everywhere, I'm pretty much addicted to playing my Switch in docked mode. Like, the only time that I will play my Switch in handheld mode is when I'm like going on a trip. and I literally don't want to fuss with trying to see if I can use the hotel TV or whatever. So the mobile games that I've been addicted to is
Why
obviously
wouldn't you be able to? Couldn't you just bring an HDMI cable?
some
And
of the
use theirs?
TVs. Working in a pawn shop, you learn that the hotels like just prevent against that. And some of those TVs will prevent against you using your own HDMI devices because they want you to, buy their videos or use Netflix on their TV or whatever.
So you got to carry around your own TV.
So basically, if you're gonna end up doing something like that, but they also used to do this
you
so
use your
people would
computer?
be.
That's an output, maybe. So not input.
I mean, you probably could, but you would have to have a capture card,
Right.
which is like an extra process there. Which we are so nerdy.
That's the point.
It is. But like, so the mobile games that have been, that take up majority of my day are, one is Azure Lane. And I did like a whole you did an anime plot on it. And it's literally, like I said, Battleship. There's like a Gun Hell.
You gotta.
Gun Hell is
Break
like,
it
so
out.
Contra, when you have like Bullet Hell.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
You never played Contra?
No.
Seriously?
No.
Huh.
What do you do in this game?
So you collect ships, which
Yes.
are girls.
That turned into ships. I remember.
Yes.
This part.
I figured
So
you might.
weird.
And you fight against, like, so basically you're fighting through like a reenactment of or a retelling of World War II, because all the ships are named after, all these different ships, whether it's a Japanese ship, American ships, like there's a USS or there's a ship named Cleveland. There are ships named San Diego,
Cleveland.
Honolulu. I see what you did there. And it's like a you can do 6v6 player versus player, but you have a fleet of 6 ships, like 3
Girls.
like battle cruisers, and then
have a
like 3
harem.
smaller ships. You do. What I've learned in this game is you can buy rings and marry the ships.
That's weird. Do you shoot some stuff?
You do. You're continuously shooting stuff.
Okay, so you buy the ship, you murder some stuff,
Yeah.
and then what do you get from murdering stuff?
Well, you get drops. So it's like RPG drops. So you might get blueprints for different weapons that you can add to your ships. You can get new ships because there are drops of like either common ships or expert ships, because they use the gacha system, which is the system where, like I was telling you, like a bubblegum machine, like when you go to the bubblegum machine, it might have 5 different characters. As kids, you always want to get your favorite character. When you put that quarter in, you twist it. They might have 30 of the non-rare whatever thing is in there.
Right.
So that's the general
So
system that they
it's a slot machine. That's why it's addictive.
essentially, yeah,
It's gambling.
basically. But it's if you do your dailies, it's free gambling. Because in a lot of these different situations, like
Gambling's never free.
this one is, in the sense that it's like if you have to control
Talking
yourself.
about time.
Oh no, it's never free. It sucks up time all day. Like I literally daylight savings time prior to leaving was one of the best things that happened to me, because we're on Pacific time, so at 11 the day resets. So I wouldn't have to wait until midnight, or at least it used to. Now it's back to midnight, like for everybody. But so I would get up, I'd stay up, do my dailies, and then go off to whatever, so I can get all of my extra currencies and things of that nature. And I've been playing this game. I think I started playing about when we did the anime plots on it, maybe like a month or so before then. But I'm addicted. It's fun. Like I'm literally into the collect. It's got that Pokemon feel as well, because you want to collect all of these ships. They're releasing new ships probably at a clip of like a new ship every like 3 months, 2 or 3 months or something like that. The game has been out, I think, for 2 or 3 years almost. And it's fun in a way of like, so not only do you want to, because the old thing is, it would be weird if that were the only benefit. Because the benefit of doing it is you max limit break your ship. So they're able to, they get a stat boost from you holding them. So then, like, if you have a really good ship that's like an ultra rare ship or something like that, then you're already doing heck of damage because it's a good ship, but now you're able to do more damage. The levels increase a bit more. Sometimes they give them a different skin, which is kind of like, I guess, their wedding dress or something like that. And there are a lot of different skins on top of everything. So there might be a ship that's like a common ship. It has like a L2D screen where everything is like 3D, but it's living 2D is what that stands for. But yeah, that's been my addiction. That and Idol Slayer, which is something I am always playing because it's literally like Zelda or something, I guess. Maybe like a little side-scrolling Sonic, and you're not controlling anything. I mean, you're jumping and like attacking, but it's really simple. It's like one of those money games or whatever that like can get boring, but it has fun aspects to it.
It's like what is it? Ninja Chop? Or
You talking about Fruit Ninja?
Fruit Ninja? Yeah, where all you gotta do is one action to
it's in that kind of thing.
Runs idle.
But you know, it's really fun because there's a lot of things that you learn when you keep playing it. Like there's a story in the game, and I think that I really like the simple games that have a lot to offer. Whether it's small customization things, whether it's dedication things in terms of you logging in and being there every day. I'm surprised Pokemon hasn't done more of that. But yeah, that's been my general addiction. And then speaking of addictions, we've got a new segment. You guys don't get to hear the song this week unless you just want to hear it. Should I play it for you guys one last time?
I'm buffering right now. I think we should move into the final
TJ
topic.
Spinning wheel. Okay.
We spent a lot of time on everything else.
Yeah. So I'll say that. So next week, like I said, anime plots will be changing to something different. And we're going to try that out, but I'll save that for you guys next week. So cue the last topic, good stuff.
Thinking about Snoop Dogg and his...
Are you talking about Snoop Doggy? Dog. Oof.
Da 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 da.
Da da da.
Hey.
Every day?
Yeah. So that guy.
I like how we did that. Anyway.
And so he acquired Death Row Records. He's also over in leadership position at Def Jam.
Hey.
And he has taken some albums off of streaming services like The Chronic. He's taken off Doggy Style, and he's taken off Dog. What is it? The Dog Pound album with him, Daz, and Corrupt. And I'm curious about what he like. I wonder what's the future of Death Row Records now that Snoop has control of it. Because I'm curious to see what's going to happen there. So what are your thoughts on that? What do you think is going to happen?
Given that it's Snoop, there are so many different things that can happen. Like, he could literally sign Martha Stewart to Death Row because that would feel like something that
I would jump out of this
Snoop
window if he did that.
But not under like a a music deal, but under like some sort of YouTube brand deal or something to further the brand.
Do you
Because
think Death Row's really gonna go in that direction though, and not just stick to music?
I think they're gonna stick to music, but I also think that Snoop is such a huge business minded person. I think the reason he took off those albums is probably more like to give people rights and ownership. I don't think that there's like an app or something coming or anything like that. But I think like to reassess the publishing and probably get better rates that they probably did not have on those different platforms given the Suge stuff. But I just think that he's too talented in all of the things he does. Like there's like if you just put in random Snoop Dogg on YouTube, you'd find all kinds of just like what have you not done? Like
Yeah, I think when we think about the Snoop Dogg brand, he's
Yeah.
good at diversifying
yeah.
his brand and building that up. But I don't know how that's going to translate to Death Row, right? Because it's iconic for what it does, and starting to transform that is going to be an interesting thing. Like I'm curious what other brands of that ilk have really transformed themselves, and I can't think of any.
Transformation, I think, is a strong word because I've just more so meant that I still think they're going to keep the core values. So,
Of murder.
Jesus, yo, not murder.
It's
But
called Death Row.
It is, but I think that it'll be interesting. Do you think that like he already has an artist or something in mind? Is that where you were going to go with it?
I think they're going to be new artists. I think there's going to be the same. There could be a rebranding of the image, right? Like to get people out of that life, because it didn't fare well for Death Row for people to still be in that life. And that's how it took so long for them to gain control of it. I think they're going to do some things with NFTs, which I have my own opinions about, but I'll save them for another day.
What's the short of it?
Talking about NFTs is boring. We're not doing that.
No, I mean, what's the short of it? Like, what's your?
There is no short.
Really? That's how bad it is.
It's
Jeez.
I can say this. It's speculation.
Okay. And like, are you a fan or not a fan of the trend of whatever these things are? Because I have no idea what they are.
NFTs are too complicated.
Right.
Basically.
Okay.
They're too complicated for the basic end user to even give a shit about.
Okay.
Like, can you go to X website, buy an NFT for cash? Probably not, because you have to convert your cash to some type of crypto, and then you have to have a wallet for that crypto, and then it's too complicated.
Okay.
And so those NFTs are only going to go to people that are willing to jump through the hurdles of purchasing an NFT.
I could see him doing that because there's so much, like you said, history and legitimacy in Death Row and what they did, especially for, the East Coast, West Coast beef of the 90s, let alone all of the stars, not just regular people, but stars that they produced. The Super Bowl stuff in and of itself. Do you think maybe...
I think they need to
They've
sign
been
new
working on it for a
talent,
while.
but only sign stars, right? Which is really hard to do.
Well, do you see them? I see people that are already quote unquote established going over to Death Row and having like some sort of partnership with them.
I think that a new Dr. Dre album might come out. Death Row Aftermath.
I can see that. I can see Kendrick collab project.
He's got his own thing going though.
I can see him doing something, with them though.
Yeah.
Not like releasing under them, but like that I don't know if the game, because that's
I don't think the game's gonna work with that crew anymore.
yeah, because that's just strained in and of itself, especially after his interviews or whatever.
Yeah, the drink champs.
Yeah, but he does that all the time. Like, for all the crap that Joe Budden gets for stuff he says and him, like, Game don't get the same smoke. And I don't understand.
Yeah, it's because I don't think anybody really takes him that seriously when he says things.
Because he just be lying. Like, for what? But anyway, it's Snoop, though. Like, I don't know why. I'm just excited about it. Like, it's Snoop. I've never seen a rapper be able to change their entire image to lovable smoker that everybody loves. Like, that had... no, I'm not going to be that person because I feel like the other people always mention that stuff. But, like, he's literally like oh, crap. I almost... He's
Willie Nelson.
Yes. Thank you. Like, but cooler to me.
Yeah.
Even though Willie Nelson is apparently the only person that he was like, yeah, nah, I can't outsmoke Willie Nelson.
Mm-hmm.
Which I don't think anybody can outsmoke Willie Nelson.
How much is a Willie Nelson? Like, really? How do you quantify that? Because nobody knows.
Nobody knows. But Snoop is going to do something really good with that. In terms of rebranding with them, what do you think? Is it all wrapped in the artists? Or do you think it's going to be wrapped around the promotion / marketing?
I think it's going to be encapsulating of the brand itself, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, like, sort of like when you think about TDE,
Mm-hmm.
you know what TDE stands for.
Mm-hmm.
When you say that, it's going to be a new version of Death Row for this generation.
I'm really excited about what artists could be coming or what artists they might bring out. Because I think that with Snoop at the helm, obviously having all of the West Coast power that he has, I'm sure that Crooked Eye and others that have been like a part of Death Row will help and be around. I'm really excited for what that means for West Coast artists. I don't know if I see them signing any other artists like initially.
I see them having to go wide. I feel like they're going to have to leave that region.
I do see them leaving the region, but I don't see them doing that first.
Got it.
Because first, I feel like
they need a hero.
You need a hometown hero before you start going other places and start building, Death Row worldwide. I guarantee you it's going to get used in somebody's song. But
word,
yeah. So
we're done with our tangential episode.
Pretty much. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing else to say.
There's nothing else to say, but if you enjoyed this, rate, like, love.
Ugh. Why? Squeal.
Whoa. Yo. You know what? All right. This I like, but thank y'all for listening. We appreciate y'all. We know that we're the most random too, but I mean, it's no rhyme or reason, and it will forever be no rhyme or reason until the end of the days.
Sign us out.
Signed.
Huh?
A 1.
Huh?
A 2. Peace.
A 3.
Yo, get the count out of here. Get the count out of here. Until next week, guys.
My lovable Tootsie Pop.
Peace.